Hey, this is Retired Geek Woman with Skyrim SE Retired Slow Play, Part 13. We're going to take up where we left off, which we had just arrived at the Mage College, and it looked like something had gone terribly wrong.
There are few places where one can pursue my type of work without fear of persecution.
And we're supposed to talk to the Archmage about how we had gone to Mutzolf and talked to the Sigic order guy, and he told us that there's a big problem that was coming, and he was not wrong. Also, the guy that we met in that dungeon told us where the Staff of Magnus probably was, which was Labyrinthian.
I don't care what it is. I want it down now. I want to know what he's doing in there. I don't know what he's doing, but he won't get away with it. Ancano.
And of course, Ancano is causing a problem.
I don't know what.
No one can get in.
I will have his head for this, I assure you. Help take this
Knew
down,
he didn't
will
like
you?
that guy.
We're throwing everything we can at it. Now's not the time.
So we're trying to tell him, hey, I know where the Staff of Magnus is, it might help. And he's like, we don't know what's going on. So he tells us to help him.
I don't know. If the Augur suggested it, there must be a good reason for locating it. I'm afraid I don't see the connection, though.
And he's got his hands full, and we're talking about dumb stuff. So I'm like, okay, what am I supposed to be doing here? I was a little bit confused. Like, maybe we can help. Okay. All I did was walk up to it, and it all went away. For Ancano,
I don't know what he's doing, but he won't get away with it.
he's doing something bad.
What's going on?
Ancano, stop this at once. I command you.
Don't go near him.
Don't go near him. And then all of the sudden, oh my gosh,
Are you all right? Can you walk?
things go really wrong
I
now.
need you on your feet. We're in trouble here.
Yeah, I'd say we're in trouble.
Ancano is doing something with that thing, the eye. We can't stop him. I haven't seen Savo since the explosion. He must have been blown clear, and he may be.
And now we
injured.
gotta find the Archmage,
I
who
need you to
was
find
standing
an
right
Archmage,
there
and I
before
need
that
you to do it
thing
quickly. Get moving.
did whatever it did, exploded or
That'll be
whatever.
Fine. I just need a minute to catch my
Oh,
breath.
Mirabelle's just
Find Savo.
find Savos. That's all she's concerned about. So we're gonna go take a look around here and see, where is he? Is he laying on the ground? Is anybody laying on the ground? No, just crazy Ancano is there. That's all we can see. And Mirabelle. So I figure, well, he's probably outside.
I'm going to find whoever did this.
What happened?
Are you all right? He's not happened in there.
And of course our buddy Tofter is
By the nine.
telling
Is
us
he
what
responsible for
happened.
this? The Archmage? Dead?
And you can see in the background that the Archmage is laying on the ground. It looks like he's dead.
You need to get out there and make
But
sure
Tolftar tells us there's something going on
quickly.
in
I'll
Winterhold,
find Mirabelle
and we need to go help them.
Stop to this.
Protect the town of Winterhold. He's going to go back in and try to deal with Ancano, and we're supposed to protect Winterhold.
I'm going to find whoever did this. You can see me?
It's like I thought we were going to get some information about
Something still isn't quite
the
right.
Archmage, but no.
At least I'm making progress.
Jervis has a whole other thing. And I don't want to deal with him right now.
What's going on?
And I didn't want to search the arch. I wanted to come down here and do what we need to do. We're supposed to help the town. there's a problem going on.
What's going on? What happened in there? It may be in danger? Take a look. I don't think there's much question. Let's get down there. We have to do something.
She says, take a look down there.
Let's go.
I don't see anything, but I trust her.
They'd never lift a finger to help us.
I don't blame RNL saying, hey, they would never lift a finger to help us if we were in trouble. But that's okay. That's not the way we need to be. If they're in trouble, we need help. And we come right over the edge, and what we're going to see here is there's ice wraiths all over the town. And we need to kill 10 of 10, or somebody does. Of course, we're trying to get out of the way. So I'm using my fire bolts to try to kill them, but I keep running. I keep running out of magery, and so I decided to go ahead and charge that up. My Staff of Jarek Golderson, or whoever his name is. Go ahead and charge that up, and maybe I'll have better luck alternating between the two. He keeps getting right in front of me, or I need to get out of his way. And Curio is doing everything he can. So it's a fight to the death. So far, 3 are dead. 5 are dead. Because it's a magic anomaly. It's not the same as an ice wraith, I don't think. 6 are dead. 7. I don't know how many of these I'm killing. I don't know if I'm being effective in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, I just have that and a Staff of Mage Light, so I really need to rectify that. I use one of my my big soul gems to load it up, because I think it's doing a good job, especially because I keep running out of magery. And hopefully in the near future that won't happen as often. 9 of 10 are dead.
We'll stay here. Get back to the college.
And 9 or 10 are dead. 10 or 10 are dead now. And now it's telling me to go back and talk to Mirabelle. So I was hoping that these were actually ice wraiths, and that they would have ice wraith teeth. And they didn't. But they did have these soul gems. So I decided to run around and try to pick them all up. There. Got my hands like I want them. So they have filled soul gems. Petty, lesser. I don't know if they have any better than that, but it doesn't matter. Those are very useful with our staves. Hopefully we'll get another staff soon. And just looking around to see if there's another one tucked in here somewhere. I couldn't remember if I picked up 10 or not. That's empty. I was pretty sure that I had gotten them all. And if I didn't, that was okay. I wanted to get back up here and see what we can do to help in this situation. We definitely have a major problem going on here. But the Archmage is dead, and it's Ancano's fault. So we need to talk to Mirabelle and see what she suggests that we do. She's up on her feet anyway.
Well, is everything out there all right? Wish I could say the same for us. Tolfdir and I can try and keep this contained. You need to get your hands on the Staff of Magnus.
She says go
now.
get that Staff of Magnus.
You were told to find it, weren't you? If the
I know,
story's about
she's
the
a little
staff is
edgy.
true,
Lots
if
of
it really
nasty
can
stuff going
absorb a
on,
tremendous
but
amount of power, maybe we
I
can
get
break
it.
through Ancano's magic. I've got to stay here to see if we can get to Ancano and stop this. I
Okay.
need someone I
She
can
trusts
trust
us,
to
so
do it.
we're gonna go do it.
Besides, you're the one having all of these visions, aren't you?
She sounds a little
What?
snippy to me, but
Are you sure? The staff is there.
yeah, that I found out
can't be
that's
a
where it's at.
coincidence. The Archmage. He gave me something just a little while ago. He told me it was from Labyinthian and that I would know
Huh.
what to do with it when the time came.
I guess the
I think he
Archmage
meant this for you then.
uh,
I'm not sure why, but there was something
maybe
very
foresaw
personal
something
about it
that
for
would
me.
that we would
think you
need
should
to
take this
have and
bandit.
use, or
It
foresaw
belonged to
something that was
Savos,
going to
but I think it
happen.
would do you the most good.
And it is the amulet.
Take it and get out of here. Bring back that staff before Ancano brings the whole college down around us.
A couple things that we were given. Now our next quest is the Staff of Magnus for the College of Mages. So let's look at this thing and see what we got. It's Savos amulet, increases your magic above 50 points. Certainly better than that one, so that's one we're going to use. So we're getting much better magery, magery itself, and recovery is better. So we're getting a lot better magery overall with these extra things that we've been given. And so I was just double checking to make sure that I had the best of everything before we
If we
go
can't
on
stop
our next
this,
bit of
what happens
quest.
to the rest of Skyrim?
And maybe we should just save right here after all that went down. Checking where that is. Double checking the Black Dark Brotherhood. And double checking where we should go to talk to the Jarl of Falkreach. And that becomes my number one focus. If you've watched previous episodes, you know that it was a major focus for me to get my house started to be built. That's what the reason for collecting all that ore and other things along the way that we were trying to collect. So just kind of checking things, making sure. Anyway, as I was saying, that letter that we got was what I've been waiting for since day one of episode 1, and we finally got it. So that becomes my focus of where we're headed next. We got lots of things in the middle of stuff. You know, we got this Mage College is in a disaster right now, but that's okay. It'll wait. You know, that's one thing that you'll notice in this game is oftentimes they will tell you, you need to go XYZ right now. And also, I just noticed we've got another one of those things after us. So we're going to turn around and take care of it. If I can, they move and jump around. Like, geez, even Mercurio doesn't this thing. Oh well, my light armor increased, and I get another soul gem out of it. So, thanks, Mercurio. Let's get going, dude. We got things to do. So, I'm very excited about healing hands. What is that? Why am I not healing? That's because I'm using the wrong one. What a goober. Healing hands, point at someone else. Healing goes up to the sky. So I've got my 2 different spells that I want to have in my hands at this time, and we are going to head off, and we are going to go as directly to Falkreach as we can get to talk to the Jarl there. Looks like must be another one of those things. Yeah, I think there was way more than 10. We killed 10 because we had to kill 10. But there were
Mostly
more.
deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good
It's like,
bandit
come on,
fight.
Mercurio, let's go. I probably missed a couple of filled soul gems, but that's okay. I know I have a mission. And it's not too terribly far away. It's down just a little past Riverwood. So to get to where we need to go to Falkreach, we can just follow the directions to first Whiterun and then River. We know how to get to Riverwood from there. So I'm just double checking my path, I mean, I'm just so excited. It's like I can't, and I'm not gonna fast travel, but I'm going to get there as quickly as I can. So we're gonna head on out of town here. It's like, Mercurio, where are you? And then I happen to think maybe we should double check. I don't know if Berna has more gold that she can use to buy our stuff. She seems kind of rude to us, though.
Necessary so we can get by.
Heard
Oh, a
about your
bit of
honey
this and a
words.
bit
I
of
don't
that.
understand why she's that way. She's back up to 758, so we might be able to sell some things. I still debate on that Blade of Woe. It's like, I don't know. But I was glad that she had reloaded with her gold so that we could get rid of a few more things. Looking for, yeah, now we're up over 15,000. Because as I was leaving the town, I was thinking, wait a minute, we need gold. We need as much as we can possibly get. So some of these things that I'm selling, I really shouldn't. I should have kept them for in case we decide to do enchanting. But I needed the gold more. So we're at 15, over 15, almost 15,500 gold. That puts us in a much better position for what we're going to have to spend that on next. And where's Mercurio? That boy. I don't know about him. Seems like we're always looking for him. And I think I've asked in previous episodes, do you guys that use different followers have the same issue? There he is. Called from a horse. Mercurio called his horse, and now we're off and running. So I'm just curious if you all have the same issue that I have with him, which is just a regular basis. But as I also have said, that hassle is so worth it to me because I have that backup in a fight, and I got a companion to travel with. And if I needed it, that companion can carry stuff. So I have stuff on me, I have stuff on my horse, and I can have stuff on my companion as well, or follower, or whatever they are. So it's kind of nice that I have all of that available to me if necessary. I don't use any kind of mods or anything that changes that, or you can have unlimited carry space. And I only increase naturally, which is to increase my stamina. Which, you only get so many increases. I don't know how many, but you only get so many. And I really want to focus on my health and magicka. So I'm giving up a few every now and again just to increase my carry weight. And I don't know if, later, I suppose if I get it to enchanting, I can, if I ever get a magic item that increases carry weight, I'm guessing that I'll be able to create different. See, I should not have gone that way. I can create different clothing and things like that will increase my carry weight. So again, I don't know that much about enchanting. I've never got much into it. I might on this playthrough just to explore it a little bit, because I have done a tiny bit of enchanting, but not much. And in watching other people play through, I've seen that I've seen people do it. I saw one person who did it right from the beginning, and they were disenchanting things on day one. Where'd that thing go? Die. And you die. Thank you, guys, for dying. Make sure the horses aren't still running away. Are they running away or running to me? I don't know. So I gotta go up over the hill. So anyway, I saw someone doing that on day one. They were disenchanting all kinds of things, and so I probably, if I'm gonna be exploring it, I probably should explore it sooner rather than later. So, we'll get to it. I've mentioned that our house has the ability to have an enchanting station, and so we're probably going to go ahead and add that just so we can more easily focus on it. I do find that no matter how many houses I have in the game, I use one house for my main focus. The whole ground just rumbled right there, and look at the rocks coming down. And I don't know what the heck that was about. Look at Mercurio. I don't know what happened here. I don't know if it just looked like an earthquake. I don't see a dragon anywhere. Isn't that weird? I don't ever remember that happening before. Me getting and my health isn't look like my health is damaged, because when it is, it shows on the screen. That was the weirdest thing. I've never had that happen, and it kind of wigged me out for a minute. And I thought, okay, I got to stay on focus here, because otherwise I'd be taken up off that mountain trying to figure out what the heck happened. So we're gonna continue on here and continue to work on this house. As I mentioned, what I think I was talking about, and of course I'm lost, by the way. As I was talking about the house, you can add all kinds of things. I think you can even have like chests near the enchanting station, so you can put the things that you are going to disenchant or enchant in that. You can keep very organized. Oh, I know what I was talking about. Oh, and by the way, I just turned back around because I realized I was not going the way I wanted to go. You can, when I have more than one house, I found that it can be a real pain in the neck. Thought I better check these dead people in here. You just never know what you might find. I don't like, like one house for this, one house for that. I don't like that. And even in real life, when I've had two homes, I did like it, because it was just you never knew what was where, or what you wanted was at the other house, or you had to have two of this and two of that. I never liked it, and I like it even less in Skyrim or Oblivion. I'd like to have one house where I can put all of my stuff and do all of my whatever, my enchanting, whatever I choose to do, whatever I want to do, I want to do it in one house. And so that's why the house that I choose becomes my main focus. You can see I'm coming back down here because I realized I completely went the wrong way. But it gives me a chance to talk to you for a moment, so that's good. So that's why I focus on it singularly, as far as where I'm going to put all the things that I want to put, use the thing. There's a horse laying upside down. Something bad happened here. I just, again, that really freaks me out, especially that horse laying like that. Sometimes, it looked like he must have fallen down the hill and landed that way. The gravity in this game is just something else. It can be interesting, and it can be frustrating at the same time, because if you kill something and it takes off down the hill, then you've got a problem. So anyway, I'm cutting it up here across the top, trying to get back on track on the path that I was looking for in the first place, and I realized, no, I'm on the side of a mountain, and it's like, what am I going to do? Because I really think I need to be over there. And like I've mentioned before, sometimes if you do walking instead of running, you can slide down a mountain like that. And assuming it works fine, your biggest risk is that you lose your follower. They don't slide down the hill like that. And so it's like, let's try calling my horse. Maybe Mercurio will call his horse at the same time. And he did. If you listen carefully, I've got the game noises turned down quite a bit. When I call my horse, if Mercurio is calling his horse, you will hear a second horn in the background. So sometimes I listen for that, and if I hear that, it's like, okay, this is going to work. If it doesn't, then it's like, I've got to try again or figure out another way to find my follower. But it worked that time. And I'm kind of back on the track to where I wanted to be, to get in the direction we want to go in, because I'm very excited about getting to my location. And for those of you who haven't played Hearthfire, or those of you that don't care about houses, I guess it won't matter to you. But it does matter to me, because it really feels like I'm putting down some roots. I can store things that I don't want to get rid of, that I don't need to carry on me right now. It becomes, by the time you end up building this house that I'm going to build, it becomes a show place. You have places that you can display swords or staves or whatever that you don't want to keep with you, and not sell for whatever your reason. So it just, becomes a showplace, and that makes me happy. As I've mentioned previously, I have played this a number of times. I always get the same house because I like where it's located, but I have never 100% completed the house. I've always gotten really close depending upon how far along I've played, and I kind of speed do it, doing it as fast as I possibly can. But I've never finished it all the way. There's a few things special that you need to finish it, and I won't say what those special things are, but I didn't have what I needed, and I was still searching for them. But hopefully with this playthrough, I'm trying to speed past these wolves. Hopefully with this playthrough, with your encouragement, we'll get that house finished, and I will feel a huge sense of accomplishment. And I won't be stopping on the other quest lines that we're working on, because I want to get the house to the point where it's livable, and I can at some point head on down to Riften and get Boloman to move to my house, and we are probably going to do some other things there. So I'm really excited about all of that. So off romping we go. Blump, 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 blump. Gotta get to Falkreach, which I don't think we've been there in this playthrough. What are you doing there? So I'm double checking the signs. So I don't get us lost again. I wonder if there's been any episode that I did not get lost. Can you tell me in the comments below? Because I don't think there has been one episode that I didn't get lost. Downside of two things: of not fast traveling everywhere you go, and number two, short-term memory. It's like, when you get older, it becomes a natural part of your life, and you just deal with it. But sometimes it is so annoying. It's like, I've been this way, I should know this way. I mean, I should know this area pretty good, at least the part coming back down the mountain. But I still got lost anyway. But only temporarily. I try to minimize that as much as possible. Especially since you're following me along this playthrough. I don't want you to see me get lost. If I get horrendously lost and spend 5 to 10 game minutes lost, I'll just either cut it out of the video or speed it up so you don't have to suffer through that with me. So, here we go. Following along, trying to stay out of trouble. I don't want any fights. I don't want anything to get in my way. I'm singularly focused on getting to Falkreach. We're passing some kind of a fort or something. Does it tell us? No, I guess we didn't get close enough. That's okay. That's not our focus right now. Rhiannon is on a mission. And I'm really glad that you're on this mission with me. So now I'm double checking my map to make sure that I'm not getting lost again. Hi, Macario. Please try not running into me all the time. So I'm still headed the right direction. Got us another mill here on the right. There are all kinds of extra things that you can do in the game that I have never done. You can work for some, like here's a farm here. You can work for some of these farmers sometimes, and they pay you. I think you can grind wheat into flour, and you can cook. And I never have really gotten into any of that, but it's all there. It's amazing the depth of this game and the things that you could do if you're not power gaming through it. If you're actually taking your time to explore it. Checking my sign. Checking my direction. Going to Riverwood, hopefully. Hopefully not getting lost. We are traveling at night, but I was on a mission. I didn't want to go sleep in my bed at the Mage College. I was so excited I just left. And I don't know what time it was but it's probably late. Don't know. Looks like the moon is shining down on me. It's like I didn't want to sprint during those curves. A great way to end up sailing off into the Neverland. So it looks like we have successfully reached Riverwood, which is where we know we're going to Falkreach, and I believe we have to go through Riverwood to get to Falkreach. So that's why I came this way. Don't want to run over the locals.
Whatever you need. Buy you smear if it's simple and strong.
And I'm checking the sign. So I know I don't want to go to Helgen. I'm pretty sure I need to go buy those guardian stones. So I'm kind of trying to make sure that I'm staying on track as much as possible without getting lost here. So it's currently, I feel halfway successful in not being lost. And if I remember correctly, Falkreach is really hard to see. It seems like to me that the entrance to Falkreach is difficult to spot. It's like there's not a big sign that says welcome to Falkreach. So I'm going to try to be careful and try not to get lost. And of course, try is the operative word here. Yeah, let's see our sign here. What does it tell us? Falkreach straight ahead, it said. And there's a Y in the road. Which way do you go? A bunch of dead people lying around. That's not comforting. So I'm looking here trying to figure out. It's like, no, it's not straight ahead. It's not to the right. It looks like it's back that way. So we'll backtrack a little bit and see what we might have missed. See, it's off to the left there. But I don't see a road that's off to the left. I was very frustrated and confused. There is a road right here, and if you look at that, it says Falkreach was the way that I was going. And I don't want to get lost. But it's not the way my compass is telling me to go. So I thought, okay, maybe we'll try one more time. And when you turn around, it shows which way you're pointed. And it obviously on the map, that's not the right direction. But I thought, well, maybe it curves up here and I'm just not seeing it. Sometimes the map is very frustrating. So I thought, well, maybe I need to go that way. And who are these guys? But see, if I turn right, that's going to back to Helgen. So I didn't want to go to Helgen. So I was trying to figure out which way, what am I missing? So Once again, Rhiannon is lost and heading in the wrong direction. And sprinting in the wrong direction. And I look at my map and realize I am absolutely going in the wrong direction again. So I'm trying to decide, what do I need to do? How the heck am I going to get down there? I'm trying to look at the roads, because that sign told me that I had taken, that had sent me up the wrong direction, definitely pointed me in the wrong direction. So I don't know if I continue following that road, I don't know where it would have taken me. So at this point, I'm more tempted to just flat out follow my compass, which of course could take me over a mountain. It could get me to a place where I have to completely backtrack. So I was really frustrated, and I know I've been frustrated headed to Falkreach before. And I don't know what the problem is. I don't want to ride off the mountain. So I thought, you know what? Maybe we should just head in the direction of our compass and forget the roads for a bit. Ignore the roads. And hopefully we won't ride off of a mountain anywhere. And hopefully is, of course, the operative word. And when I did that, it seemed like it was getting us more in the direction that we wanted to go in. I passed those guys before. Hi, guys. Walk away now. Those guys would have killed us if we had, or not killed us, they would have attacked us if we had stopped. And I believe the reason is because we definitely have become a member of the Stormcloaks. And I was not paying attention, almost ran off into the trees. And then I thought, no, I do want to go off into the trees. Those guys would have attacked us because we are officially a member of the Stormcloaks. And they were Imperials, and Imperials will attack Stormcloaks. So what I'm doing here is going off-road completely, try not to go off a mountain, and go in the absolute direction of my compass to try to get myself to Falkreach. I did find a road here. I don't know what that road is, but it seems to be the right direction. Obviously, roads have less likely that you'll go off a cliff. So if you can stay on them, great. If you can't, just do what I just did. I just went in the direction of my compass and ignored the street signs, which I've always thought they were right, you know. And maybe they were, but it seemed like it was sending me in the absolute wrong direction, or I was looking at it wrong. Who knows? Something ahead. Oh, spiders. A big spider. And I don't want to deal with any big spiders. There's also this bandit thing right here, and it's going to drop rocks on you when you go through there. And at some point, I need to go back and kill all those bandits. But you can see the rocks that came down. Mercurio's running past it. We'll deal with them later. So I'm trying to find the pathway that gets me into Falkreach, and I'm trying to be careful here because I don't want to run off a cliff, but I know that it's down here somewhere. So I'm taking my horse slowly down the hillside because I know that Falkreach is just right straight ahead. You can see it starting to show up on my compass. It's like, ugh, be careful, buddy. So I think we made it down there okay. I don't know if Mercurio's with us or not. And I can see Falkreach off in the distance. And there's a road. Oh my gosh. Maybe we'll follow the road out this time and be able to how to get back in. Discovered. And it's undoubtedly in the middle of the night. So I'm looking to see, okay, where's the Jarl's house? That's what I need to see.
hear the news? Was that mages blew up Winterhold. Guess it was
People
just
sure don't have a very good opinion of the college. There's Mercurio. College mages. Say they blew up Winterhold. So no matter what you do, you're looked down upon. I don't know if anybody likes the mages except for the mages. Okay, so I found where I needed to go.
Saw a mage appear out of thin air.
The Jarl's Longhouse, it says. And I'm pretty sure it's the middle of the night. So again, Falkreach guard isn't very nice. And the Jarl is sleeping. So I have a choice. I can wake him up, or I can wait. And I decide, let's take a nap. Why not? He goes to bed early. It's not even 11 o'clock. So that's what I decided to do. Let's take a nap. It's good for us to take naps occasionally, right? Of course, last time we took a nap, we ended up with the Black Brotherhood. But not this time. This time we took a nap, and the Jarl woke up.
Yes. What is it that you want?
And we tell him, got your letter.
Ah, it's you. Yes, well, now we'll see if the stories about you are true. There's a group of bandits in my hold.
So he's going to send us off on a little quest.
The cut they were giving me was
first. Before
Now,
anything else.
Now it's time to clean
Okay,
things
so he
up.
wants us
Go and take care of it.
to go to this cave or whatever and kill all the bandits. And I don't want to talk to him. I have no interest in talking to him. We need to go to Knifepoint Ridge, find the bandits, and kill them. Okay, fine. Let's get on with it. It's like, where are we at? What can we do? What can we sell? Are things open yet? No. It's like, okay, it's 7 o'clock in the morning. Let's wait 1 hour. Things should be open. Come on. I'm so impatient. Here's barracks. Don't care about that. I care about is it nothing's open. Why not? And I don't know what else is here. I've never explored it very much. I think I've only been up here for the purpose of mostly. There's the blacksmith. I mostly to get the house purchased. I think later in the game, of course, there's lots of quests up here, but I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in selling some stuff, and if I have anything to sell. And it was like I probably had armor, but I'm just like, okay, whatever. And I'm sure that there's a general store here somewhere. There's an inn we could have slept in. And this is a general store. Grapevine Goods. So hopefully we can sell some stuff. See, they don't like us here much. This guy, he's okay. He's actually, I think, on the Stormcloak side, but his brother was insulting us. So let's see what we can sell. We should have some apparel. Nope, we've sold mostly everything like that. So he's got 761 gold, so we should be able to get rid of just a few things that we really don't need. I don't really even know what we have that we don't need at this point. Have any claw? And I think I'm going to hang on to those claws. Obviously, you don't have the full set because the merchant in Riverwood took it, but the other one, I don't know. It might make interesting decoration because you can put decorations in your house. You can place them because you end up with display cases and shelves and all kinds of things where you can really personalize it. So I don't know. Maybe we'll find a place and put all the claws that we find. Trying not to sell too much. Finally got rid of that Staff of Flames, which was pretty useless. So we sold a few things just so we have a little bit extra gold. The more we have before we buy our house, the better. So it's not like I'm trying to think. I don't remember if it's the same. I think it is in Skyrim as it was in Oblivion. In Oblivion, when you bought a house, then you had to also buy the other stuff by room. So like the kitchen decorations, the bedroom decorations, and they were all individual purchases. So your house cost a good amount of gold. Not just the initial purchase price, but all of that you needed to fill it. And I don't remember if Skyrim is that way or not. I've only bought, I think I bought a house in Riften. I think I bought the house in Windhelm. I know I bought the house in Windhelm, but I don't remember if you had to pay extra for stuff. And what I was doing here is trying to figure out which direction that camp is that we have to go and not get lost. So I'm not having very good luck here. It's like, okay, where do I go? So I don't remember. All I remember is that when it came to Skyrim, once I installed the Hearthfire edition, I just was jazzed over the fact you could build this house from scratch. And you can, like, I've been collecting all this stuff. You still have to buy some stuff. You have to buy wood. You get some to start off with, as you see, but you do have to buy wood. But I think everything else, if you're patient, you can find all of the iron and the ore and other things that you need to finish your house. I mean, it takes glass, and we'll look at all of that when we get closer to building that part of the house. We'll look at that. But I'm just trying to save as much money as I can and not have to buy ingots as much as possible. So that's why I've kind of thought ahead, and only because I knew about it. If you didn't know about it, you would have a choice. You could buy the ingots, or you could you can mine them yourself. You buy it, it's faster. You mine them yourself, it takes longer. Which is why, since almost as soon as we could get ourselves a pickaxe, we've been mining ore. So that's the purpose of that. Okay, don't hit me. I'm just not going your way. Don't mind me. Okay, where is that thing at? Oh, something was after us, so I'm glad it went after us and left us alone. We are headed right to the right direction, it looks like. And as a reminder, what we're supposed to do is go into a cave and kill all the bandits in the cave. And we discovered a mill. And as I mentioned, you have to buy wood for your house, and there's different houses that you can buy in different places. So in my case, that's not a mill that I would use to buy my wood. So, but if there's houses, I know there's houses up in here somewhere, right on the north western side of the map. So those mills are useful there. Plus, like I said, I'm pretty sure you can get jobs at the mills to make money, but I've never done it. So it looks like I may have found a path that's going to lead us to that bandit hideout. I'm heading straight toward it, so hopefully that's the right way. So I'm galloping along at breakneck speed. I no longer see my path. I guess there is still a path. It looks like I'm headed in the right direction. So instead of staying on the path, I just go straight to it. Like, come on, I need to get here. I don't want to go straight up a rock. So I go around a rock. Yeah, looks like there now is a path here. And I want to get up here and get my horse out of the way. As you can see, there's Knifepoint Ridge, and there's bandits everywhere. So we're going to put my horse over here. He'll probably run off anyway. And you've got these bandits attacking me. Like, take that. Carry up down here somewhere, I assume. And where are the rest of them? Because you know they're everywhere out here. They're also inside, but these are the ones outside. waiting on Mercurial to come. That's why I was kind of putzing around. Where is he? Alright, there he is. And I didn't see any other bandits out
bandits are
here.
cowards. These seem to be braver than most.
Let's check this out. I was looking in case there was a chest or something. And what do you know? Another bandit. Another dead bandit. Bandits are bad. Potion of healing, thank you very much. Even though we've got so many. We're overloaded with the potions of the healing. Wow! Dude! Poor Mercurio. He was stuck in hit in the back of the head. I think we gave him a pretty good helm, didn't we? Like a metal something, I think we did. So hopefully that protected his poor head, because that had to hurt. So we're going into Knifepoint Mine. And we're supposed to kill all the bandits. It's like paper. Roll of paper doing there. And it looks like there's a leader in here, standing right there. Bandit Chief. It's like, okay, he's the one. Or she's the one. She found you. No, I found you. Now you are dead. And as far as, that's 100 gold. Thank you very much. And as far as the task is concerned that the Jarl gave us, that's it. It told us that we could go back now. But you know what? I thought, let's take a quick look around and see if there's like a chest. And there was a chest right there. A little bit of gold. 500 potion. Other things. And it's like, I wonder if there's something in here. So just taking a quick look-see around. I don't have much patience to be here, but it's like, while I'm here, you never know, there may be something that would be worth it. So, and I got my lockpicking increased, and uh-oh, there's a dead Imperial in here. It looks like a woman. I think she was a miner. There's a pickaxe there. So I felt kind of bad, even though she was an Imperial. But I thought, you know what, while we're here, and like, Macario, you could pick up that extra pickaxe. And I don't know if I had handed him a pickaxe, if he would have helped or not. That's an interesting thought. I've never done that before, but I was looking around, thought, man, there's quite a bit in here. So we're going to get all this iron. And excuse me, dead body, I'm not hitting you. I'm just trying to get the ore. Because we are very, very soon going to need it. I look down here just looking for a chest or anything that we might have missed, and it doesn't look like, oh, there was, look at that, it was a rock fall in, so there, it looked like it killed a miner, but there was nothing there, nothing for us to take. But it's, oh man, poor guy, what a way to go. And more iron, so okay, we will take it. Building up those strong muscles. Did I find another one? Yes, I found another one. So there was a lot in this particular mine. And I don't know if it was designed that way. I don't know if it's because they know you're going to need it. I don't know. What this seems like the most ore in any, it's the concentrated amount of ore in the smallest amount of space that I have ever seen. At least ever noticed. So, I don't know. Haven't been in too many mines. Haven't paid a whole lot of attention. But I will going forward. I thought that was really interesting. So we ended up with a ton of extra iron ore. So decided to come on out here and take a look and making sure I'm not missing anything. And look at that. There's another one up there. It's like, how did you get away? How did we not get you to be in? Doesn't matter. You're dead now. What do you got for us? Nothing. I don't see any chests. So these bandits are not very rich. They're kind
are
of
desperate
poor.
men. They have nothing to lose, and they fight like it.
Is someone there?
Nope. And another bandit, but he was working. I don't know how he just popped up. But he had a minor healing potion. And look at that. Satchel. Nothing we need. And it looks like there were all kinds of goodies there. And I guess there was another one. I never saw him. I just kind of saw him fall out of the corner of my eye. Mercurio got him. So are we done? Because I think we want to be done. And we want to get back to Falkreach as fast as we can. Hopefully our horses are still alive. And just looking for anything of value. There's Mercurio's horse. Looks like there's rocks. Another dead bandit. Looking for lockpicks mostly. They don't usually have a whole lot on them. So, coming down this hillside and kind of stand more or less on the path, I know I need to go back the other way to get to Falkreach. I was trying to stay on a path as much as I could. It's like, is this a path? Is that a path? This doesn't look like a path. But I prefer to be on one if I can. But most importantly, I want to do a direct shot. And I'm doing that. And it's time to call for the horse. Alright, Mercurio's with me. Horses are loaded up, raring to go. So let's go. And I actually do think I'm on a little road there. It's like, nope. I'm on a mission to get back to Falkreach as fast as possible. Double checking my location. Hopefully, I was looking to see if I had a mountain in the way. I didn't think I did, but it's like, woo! Uh-oh, look at that. Dragon mound. That's a dragon mound. Thankfully, it didn't pop out. But according to Delphine, they have been going in a pattern starting from, what did she say? The southeast? Going from the southeast, so I would think that that one would be much later on. I don't know. I don't know how many dragon mounds there are. I don't know how many you come across. I've never completed anything having to do with the dragons. So I have no idea. I don't know very much about it other than what we've already seen. So anyway, that was a dragon mound. And Falkreach, where is Falkreach? Okay. It's like, do I have to keep following a road? Do I go over this mountain right here? So I thought, well, maybe this road will curve back around towards Falkreach. And I see a road down there. I'm looking to get an entrance to it, and it looks like that was an entrance right there. So it's like, okay, I'm sort of on a road and sort of not. Trying not to get lost. I'm not doing a very good job. Now I'm climbing up a hillside. It's like, oh, great. Good for me, not so good for Mercurio, who may or may not have followed me over the ridge. So, okay, now I'm in a graveyard. That's kind of creepy. But we are singularly focused of seeing the Jarl again. That is all we care about. And his house is right there. Go to the front door. Don't go on the back door. Hope he's awake this time. Hate to wake him up, but I will. Yep, he's sitting on his little throne there. Sort of. I
Yes.
think that might be a whoopsie.
Teach them to stop
I seriously
paying
think
me.
they did not intend for him to
Here,
sit like
You
that.
deserve a reward for
Okay,
your service.
so we told him that we killed
You
the
know
leader.
what? I like you. You're not afraid to get your hands
Well.
dirty. I hereby grant you
Permission to purchase property in Falkreach. Talk to my steward if you
Talk to
are
my steward
interested.
if you're interested.
I'm very interested. Now the kicker is finding the steward.
Come and see me again
And
sometime.
I've had so much trouble with this in the past because there isn't a pointer telling you where the steward is, and I don't know what they look like for sure. And I think it's her. Yes, like to purchase a house is what we say. I feel there's no house, but I'll sell you a piece of land where you can build your own house. Okay. And it's 5,000 gold.
You won't regret it. Here's the title to
And
your
they give
stead.
you a charter and a map,
Follow
and
the
it
road
cost us
east from
5,000.
Falkreach, then north of
Follow the road
crossroads.
east of Falkreach,
Turn
then
left
north of the
just past
crossroads, and
Pine
then just left at past Pine Watch.
Sid Gear can
Got that?
sometimes act too quickly, but he does live through
Okay. Maybe we won't get lost on our way, because you know what we're going to do next? We're going to our house. That's the plan, man. I'm going to the house, or to the property where the house is located. Mercurio, stay with me, dude. And maybe, since we're here, we've got a whole bunch of stuff,
Steel's good,
we
but
can
loyalty's
sell
better.
some of the
Take a
stuff we
look.
looted. So we're down to 11,000, so we're fine. We're doing fine. But I saw, it's like get rid of a couple things that we picked up. I don't care. I still, it's 82, whatever. That's fine. We really don't have much more than that. We had pretty much sold everything anyway. But I thought while we were there, I knew I had a handful of items. I want to keep an eye on our gold because, we just don't want to give it all away. We just spent 5,000. So what I'm trying to figure out is how to get out of here and get to where that pointer is pointing me, which I think is pointing me to where my house is. So we can get out here, and that gives us in the direction that we want to go.
About you and your honeyed words.
You and your honeyed words, they're so rude. Why are they being so rude? What did I ever do to them? I don't know why you have to be so rude. So we're going to try to find our house without getting lost. That is the goal. And a good goal it is. It's one we've been working towards. Yeah, we're pointing right at it. And we do have to go through this area right here where there's bandits and these rocks had been dumped on our heads. Eventually, like I said, we'll come back here and kill the bandits if they're still around. Like, run! Let's go! I'm so excited! Oh, something's in our way. A spider. I don't want to deal with you, spider. I'm going to my house. And there was supposed to be a cutoff after you go past something, and I immediately like, go past where? I think I can get to it from here. And is there a nern root right there? Sure enough, there's a nern root. And a mud crab. Take care of that. Whoa! Guess that spider followed us. We are just almost right on top of our house, but I want to make sure that our land, I want to make sure that I bring my horse up here in a more safe place. So here is our property. And it's Lakeview Manor is the name of our property and will be the name of our house. And there's a chest right there where you can keep all of your stuff that you need for building. And we will, here in a minute, dump our stuff in there. The first thing you have to do is use the drafting table to begin building your house. And you select what you're going to build first, and we need to have the small house. That's the only thing you can do. You pick what you're going to build, and then you use the carpenter's workbench to build the foundation of your house. So first things first, I'm going to pull off all the stuff that I have put on my horse. I'm taking it all, because all of it that I have so far put on my horse, except for the ice race teeth, is going to go in this chest. But I want it on me for now. So I'm looking at it, says I need 10 quarried stone, and that's because I forgot to check the chest and take everything out of here. So I want to remove the things that are in here, because we're going to use all of that stuff, or most of that stuff, to begin building the house. Start with the foundation. And then the house, you know, each piece, it tells us what we need. Remember that iron ingots I told you about? We're going to have to forge building materials, hinges, fittings, locks, nails. So I knew I was going to need a couple of these things, and so I went ahead and forged them, because I just know that I'm going to need them. And I'll come back here and be building more and more things. I know we do use a ton of nails. We currently have 26 ingots. We have a lot of iron ore, though, that we can use to smelt up here in a little bit. Get our house framing walls. That's good. We need floors made from the quarried stone that we had. The roof frame. And we need 10 more nails to finish the roof. So I'm going to come back to the anvil, make some more nails. So I've got a few more nails. Back to the house and finish the house roof. And then we need a door. And we've made the things ahead of time we need. That gives us the basic house. And I also need a smelter, because I have been collecting a lot of ore that needs to be smelted. So I double checked, what do I need to create the smelter? And I made a couple of items there that I would need. And all those other things you saw you can make, but the smelter is what I need for what I'm going to be using to continue to build this house. And you can see your animal pen and apiary. There's all kinds of things that you can build later. But I wanted to get this house started. And if you turn around, there's my house. That is just the basic small house that you have. And my smelter's in the background. Then I came over and said, okay, what's next? The next thing is the main hall. The little house that you make becomes an entryway. So then you come back over and you start building the big part of the house. And for that, you need more iron fittings, another lock, 2 more hinges, and some nails. So, and you got to keep an eye on other things. You're going to need a lot more stuff, but I just wanted to see if I could get some of these things done so that we could get this second part of that house going. That was my thought at the time. You can see that I used the ingots, those Carinia, whatever those, the sea ingots, whatever they are. Those are used for locks, and you're going to need quite a few of them, which is why I've been collecting that particular kind of ore. So the main house door, and I found out I need more logs and more quarried stone. So I'm at a stopping point here of where I can't really build anything until I get more wood and more stone. So what I'm doing here is putting all of the items that I'm going to need for my house or want to put in my house. So these child things, that's a hint for the future. The clay, all the stuff that I took out, plus the things that I've been keeping, holding on to, I'm storing it in this chest, and this is going to be my temporary chest to hold everything that I'm going to be using to build my house. And later we'll get all kinds of chests inside for other things, and but for now it's like, okay, this is my dumping zone, and kind of empty out all the stuff I've been saving, my goat horns, the ingots, And I don't remember if we even need those. It seems like we do, but you know, I'm just a collector of all things ingot. Iron fittings, ingots. I think I had 16 ore, which will turn into ingots. There's my Lakeview Manor charter. It says you're allowed to own this property. Cool. Property owner. Setting down my roots. Just kind of going through here and seeing what else I could dump off in my materials storage chest. Oh my gosh. I sound like a little kid. I do not apologize for sounding like a little kid. Storing. And I don't know for sure if we need wheat. I think we did. That's why I snagged it when I found it one time. Okay, so let's go into our house for the very first time. And this is just the entryway. And unfortunately, I haven't been able to build the second part. And this will actually, you can see how it's laid out. That will be the main part of the house. But for now, this is the entryway, and it's all that we have right now. And it will be until we get a lot more stuff that we need. So I'm taking a quick look here and seeing what do I need. Well, really, all I need is a bed. That's what I need to be able to sleep in my house. And a double bed needs straw, nails, leather strips, and yeah, I need some more nails and leather strips and a couple more straw, I think. So I took a quick look and said, okay, I need 2 nails, 4 leather strips, and I also want to build the outside wall scones, and I only need 1 goat horn for that. We'll be using many more later, but I wanted to get those 2 things done if I could. Put lights on the outside and put a bed so that I can sleep here if I want to. So run back over here and say, okay, what was it that I needed again? And I didn't remember how many of each thing, so I just grabbed some. I knew I needed some of these, I just didn't remember how many. Like, yeah, I need some. Remember the leather strips? I had 46 that I had saved up. That was probably smart, eh? Okay, and there's some straw. I think I might have forgot something. So when you're building, unless you just make a list, I did forget something. If you're not making a list, you're going back and forwards. It's like, okay, what did I forget? The goat horn. Yes, I knew I forgot something. Poor Mercury was running back and forth. What are we doing? By the way, I felt really bad that I had knocked that book off, because what that book does, it does give you all these things that I've learned how to do. I learned how to do with this book. And it also helps you design your house, because there's options. There's many different options that you can have, different rooms you can have after you get the main part done. So that book helps you select the design of the big part of your house, the other parts of it. So I went ahead and built my outside wall scones. And just put them on the outside. It's great. And I go ahead and make a double bed. And as you can see, all I have is a double bed. That's all I needed right now to be able to move on to whatever we're going to do next. So that is the beginning of my house. And it's Lakeview Manor is the one that I chose. And I also built, as you saw back there, I put a smelter in so that I could smelt all of the ore that I did find. And we will, as you could see, reuse a ton of it for nails and locks and hinges and fittings and all kinds of things. So you just need a lot of stuff, and that's okay. It's cool because I'm building it from the ground up, and it's my house. It's my place in Skyrim that I can call home. And I take a lot of pride in it. I have a lot of fun building it. I have a lot of fun creating a family here, and we can do all kinds of things with it, which you'll see at a later date. Oh, and I was double checking my rings. What have I got on me? It's like, oh, isn't that beautiful? And it's not cold. It's not anything. It's not cold, and I don't know. I like it because you can see the beautiful trees and the water and all that kind of stuff. It's my favorite. I haven't purchased any of the other ones, but I know where they are, and you know, so put a couple things in here that I didn't want to accidentally sell in case I decide to do enchanting, and I probably should store a lot more things. So I can almost put that war axe in there. It does weigh a lot. I decided to put that the blade of woe in there. I may use that for decoration, and I did decide to go ahead and store a few of these. I may go back eventually and get, because you end up using you use so few later on. I should have just kept them and sold them, but I was just like, oh, what can I put in here that I'm going to use for later? You know, I don't know if I'm going to get to alchemy or not. I didn't know, so I was just looking. I was so excited to actually have this thing. You know, as early as it is. But look at my carry weights, down to 76. So that's really good. So we have plenty of room. It's 76 out of 310. And decided to go ahead and charge that up a little bit, because I don't know what we're going to be doing next. Keep in mind that you will, at this house, have some monsters that come around sometimes. I don't know about the other houses. I do know this one does. So I'm kind of careful about what I keep here and who I keep here and what I keep where. So that's going to be it for today. For part 13, we finally achieved a major goal of buying our land and getting an initial house started. And as you can see, it's going to be a lot of work and a lot of things to do, but it's a lot of fun too. So thank you so much for joining me on this journey. I hope you will continue. Please don't forget to subscribe, because that helps me continue on with what I'm doing. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful rest of your day.